Salutations. Thank you for watching another video from Motivation Equation Consulting. Teaching is learning, and learning is teaching. Today is another great day. Very sunny, very humid. And I borrowed this quote from a colleague from a company called Re-Engineers, actually a classmate, guy who I went to school with. And Re-Engineer has a great platform. Shout out to Re-Engineer. They're changing the way, revolutionizing the field of engineering and STEM. With that being said, brother was speaking on opportunities in life, responsibilities, tasks, actions that adults have to take, and I guess children too. And he said, hey, you can look at things and say, I have to do this, or you can say, I get to do this. So for example, say, oh man, I have to take out the trash. Or you can say, I get to take out the trash. Well, what's the difference? Well, some people don't have houses to live in. Some people don't have places to put trash. Or trash collecting companies, even here in the United States. In rural areas, in some of those places, they actually have to dump their own trash. Of course, we know what limitations third world countries and countries who may not have society organized in the same format that we do. We understand what they may have to endure on a daily basis. So even just something as simple as that is actually a blessing, and perception is reality. So I say that to say this. It's a privilege and an honor to be an educator. I'm sorry, I'm transporting some items to one of my counseling clients. It's a privilege and an educator. It's a privilege and an educator. It's a privilege and an honor to be an educator. I love the field. I know some people are burning out, and I see a lot of teacher burnout videos and a lot of why I quit teaching videos. I ain't quitting. I ain't burning out. I ain't going nowhere. My kids need me. Don't tell them, but I like, I enjoy what I do. So, they're funny. I enjoy watching them grow up and develop into adults. Apparently, I enjoy boxes flying around too. Okay. And that's not positioned in the best manner, so I may have to deal with that again. But you know what? I get to transport items to this client too, so that's a blessing for me and for this client. Anyhow, I'm not burning out. I'm not going anywhere. I may even share my perspective on why I feel that way in another video. But if there's any teachers out there, I just want to encourage you. You are loved. You're definitely needed, and you know that. If there are all of these people who can do your job, it ain't like they stepping up to the plate left and right. Otherwise, this teacher shortage wouldn't exist. You're valuable, and you need to look at it like that. You could look at it like that. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. But look on the bright side. I was looking in a forum recently, and I know it was coming from a joking place, but I'll give a good example, because other professions are starting to poach teachers, principals out there. I don't know if you're aware of that, but you do have other fields and other professions in which managers and hiring managers and CEOs are realizing, you know what? Teachers have skills, But here's the problem with, not a problem, but here's the scenarios or some parameters you may have to think about as an educator if you're going to jump ship and do something different altogether, because you can always do other things with your spare time, like what I'm doing now. But and it's just an example. I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything of that nature, but you can use the spare time to your advantage. But the FBI apparently had some type of ad in which it was recruiting teachers. So I had teachers, or I saw teachers saying, oh, well, the FBI appreciates us and they'll hire us. Let me see what they're talking about. Okay, so first of all, you ain't gonna get off at 2:30 working for the FBI. Yes, some schools can be dangerous. And granted, these are probably data mining positions, and well, they could be. Fun fact, I actually got recruited by the Marshal Service, and I still get recruited by, well, I wouldn't say recruited, but I still get nudges, and I get the question, hey, when are you going to join law enforcement? We can use you. Just something to think about. But anyway, if you go from teaching to the FBI, kiss your summers goodbye, kiss some of those holidays goodbye, kiss fix. You think faculty meetings or something. Wait until you have to help catch a serial killer or a white collar criminal or a scamming ring or something of that nature. And yeah, I do suppose it could be dangerous. And if you look at the pay, starting out, because you don't have experience as an agent, you have experience as a teacher. It may or may not translate. And if you do your math and you come up with your monthly salary based on what you're making now and divide it over 9 months, you take that monthly salary, multiply it times 3 and add it to your 9 months, it's about the same in many school districts. Instead of having an assistant principal observing the class, now you have a caseload to be observed. And it's a different type of stress. Just something to think about. But we have so many blessings and so many perks and benefits as educators. I'm about halfway done, and I'm going to stick around. For me, based on what I like to do, the only thing I could do within education, if I had time to coach, I would do it. That's something I could do non-stop forever, or for the rest of my time here on this planet. But life circumstances don't exactly allow me to go in that direction. But I couldn't see myself doing anything else, and I've tried. I've done other work outside of education before I became a teacher. I've had opportunities to do other things. I still do, always do. But this is what I enjoy. It's my passion. So look on the bright side, be positive, count your blessings, and really look at the good versus the bad before you exit the field. I pray you don't. Wherever you are out there listening, some child needs you, some children need you, some community needs you. And if you're thinking about entering the field, it is a great field to be in. Don't be talked out of something that you want to do, that you feel that you'll be good at, that will benefit society. I do believe all of us as educators